So that way you guys have some time to work, and we're on the shortened day. So today, you'll probably find today about as equally difficult as yesterday. It's a similar topic, but there's just more parts to it, and they're set up differently. When you're integrating an equation and you get a plus c, there are ways to figure out what the c should be. So if you know information from the function that you integrate to, you're able to figure out c from that. And that's kind of what this whole page is. And there's a whole section in your homework about this as well. So we've got f prime is 2x minus 1, and then it tells us f of 2 is 5. Now the main thing I'm focused on is the fact that we're given the derivative, and then it tells us information about the function above it, like the original. So that tells me I'm going to have to integrate to get to that. So when you get to the AP test and it doesn't tell you integration or derivatives, that's kind of what you use as your clues to try to figure out which direction you're going, derivative or integral. So f prime of x, I want to get to f. So I'm going to integrate 2x minus 1. And I say I'm going to integrate it, but it's definitely going to be somebody in here. I feel like you guys are pros now. This is like the third or fourth pages of notes before the homework. Maybe it's the last page of notes? I don't know. It doesn't affect me, so I don't care. What? Last page? Okay, last page. We have person number 10. Obi. Wait, what? James, did you swap spot? Okay. Obi. Actually, I should leave it up to you. Whose idea was it to switch? Okay, it's definitely James's answer then. Okay, James, how do I integrate that? How would you integrate it? Like this? Okay? Okay. Okay, perfect. So the power rule, you added 1 divided by the new power, and then you have the 2 out front. If you decide to leave the 2 in, it works the exact same way. So a lot of people will mentally take the 2 out in their mind, just knowing that it's not going to affect the integration, but then just kind of leave it there. And the only reason they do that is partially because they're being lazy and they don't want to write another line, which is totally understandable because that's what I would do as well. So do know that it's totally acceptable and okay to do it that way, as well as not actually taking the 2 out. But yeah, you're correct. So that's x squared. And then what happens when we integrate 1? Okay, so we get minus 1x. Oh, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. Nice. This came up yesterday. Somebody came up to ask the question, and I did not mention it during notes, and I forgot about it. If you separate this into 2 different integrals, you don't need to write plus c twice. It actually makes it more difficult if you do. If you're writing plus c twice, it'd be like a c1 and a c2, and you would kind of have to find them out separately. Here, let me write it like this. Let's say the answer to your first integration is x squared plus 3. And the answer to your second integration is x plus 4. We're pretending that we know what the different c values are. nobody would ever write x squared plus 3 plus x plus 4. They would write x squared plus x plus 7. They would combine these two regular numbers together. So the main reason you don't write multiple c values is because you would just put them together anyway. You just would have a single plain number added at the very end. Again, plus it would be way more difficult to find that actual answer. Okay, so I'm going to kind of separate this. So we've got x squared minus x plus c. This is, I didn't leave enough room. Okay. Nice. Let's pretend we didn't do anything. This is f of x. Because we started with f prime, this is f. And then let's go with Hunter. Hunter's been looking up all the info on his phone. Hunter, how do we work f of 2 equals 5? Okay, perfect. The f of 2, the 2 being in the parentheses, means you're plugging in 2 in place of x. And then the answer would be 5. So we would have 2 squared minus 2 plus c equals 5. And you can put the 5 where f of x is. It's kind of up to you how you want to write it. But that's how we're going to go about figuring out c. So 4 minus 2 would be 2. Subtract 2. C equals 3. Some people will accidentally stop at that part, thinking that finding c is kind of the answer, which is understandable. But our goal was to find f of x. And I know it doesn't directly say it. I'll talk about that in a second. So then we would write x squared minus x plus 3. Right above these problems, it talks about solving differential equations, which I kind of ignored at first because for some people, for most students, that makes it seem like a different type of problem. A differential equation is just a derivative. So when it says solving a derivative, you're trying to find the equation it came from. And so that's why our answer that we're supposed to write is just regular f of x if we were given f prime. Okay, b. Who is going to be the expert that helps me with b? $35. Parker. I'll just let you go. Tell me what to do from the beginning if that works.
All right. So first we take the integral of 2 cosine x.
Yep. No, that's correct.
Okay. We take that, 2 cosine x. We can move the 2 out front.
Okay. I don't have enough room, so I won't, but okay. So then the integral of cosine is?
Is sine.
Good.
C.
So we've got 2 sine of x plus c.
We would plug in pi over 2 for x, set it equal to -3. Solve.
Okay. I also did a very bad job of my writing of notation here. What I should have written just to help you learn the notation. The reason we're integrating is because we're finding f of x. And then when it says f of pi halves equals -3, 2 times sine of pi halves plus c is going to equal -3. Sine of pi halves is at 1? Yeah. So 2 times 1 plus c, I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. C would be -5. And then f of x, God, there's like nowhere to write answers. 2 sine of x minus 5. Are we feeling okay about that? I'm not sure how it's going or whatever. I mean, like, absolutely ask away if you're not sure why I'm doing something or what I'm writing. I don't know, anything. I'm putting Macy to sleep already? Okay. Should I move on? Is this something that you want me to give you time to try these next two on your own? Sure. Try these next two on your own. What I noticed that's not here is I noticed that we're not given a second derivative and asked to find f of x. I believe that's in your homework.
It is.
Is it on this page?
In,
I didn't think so.
not in the notes.
Oh, I know it's in the homework.
Oh, I was saying it.
Yeah, it's in the homework, but it's not on this page. So that would just require you to do the same process twice. They give you f double prime and ask you to find f. Let's roll 2 people that can come on up and write their info there. I'll give you a couple minutes to work on it first. Why does everybody look so terrified at that, though? We have Patrick and Laura. Now, the reason I kind of want to say is ahead of time is, so Laura, you got rolled second. If you want to go directly to the second one to try to work on that one to save time or something, certainly go ahead. When you guys get done, feel free to come on up here and write that info. If you want some help with it, I can help you too, or the people around you can help you out, whatever. You don't have to explain it, just to write it. You'll definitely start finding out that polynomials are easy to integrate, but they're really annoying to work with because almost all of them are fractions. Are you coming on it? Do you need any help or anything? Okay. Poem. It doesn't work great, but that's how you do it. The erasing is the worst thing on this board by far. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, I bet your paper tapped the board. There you go. Did you guys get 17 halves too, by the way? Okay, I was gonna say everything else looks good.
I was just looking at what your first one was.
Nice. Oh, are you waiting for him to finish? Oh, two people can write at once. Okay. You just wanted to be the star. I see. Whoa, what? Okay. Oh, I don't think you meant to write the squared on that X. The 4, yeah. Oh, here, I'll do precision erasing. Yeah.
Square root, so 9 square root, so that's 3. Oh, I see the point.
It's funny because in the background of
So you got C equals to be negative 21. Oh, over 3, that's why. So 9. And negative 3.
You can just write C equals rather than showing the work if you want. It's pretty tough up on the board to fit things. Did you guys get C equals 1 on the second one? Yeah. Perfect. Everything else looks good.
So then it would be negative 12. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Both of those look like they're done perfect. One thing I want to point out that takes you guys a little while to get used to on notation. On the second one, this is how it should be written. And I'm not worried about it yet because you guys are going to be getting used to it. The integral symbol itself, think of it as a verb that you're actually doing something. So this is saying that you're going to integrate x squared. So once you write it as x cubed over 3, you no longer write the little symbol itself. Well, the x cubed over 3 is the integrated answer, correct? So like over here, I've seen this a whole bunch of times the last couple days, and I get why, you're just not used to it. You integrated it already and then wrote the symbol that technically will be marked wrong on the AP test, but you're just getting used to the notation. And I'll be semi-lenient on our first, oh, actually, no, I can't be. Nope, I won't be lenient on our test. By then, you'll be super used to it. But otherwise, perfect. Sounds like and seems like it went okay on these, right? Excellent. So you guys only have a couple of questions in your homework. It's not even a full page if I remember right. Oh, no, it is. Okay, so, no. 15 through 20 is all you're going to do. If you look, there's a last page. At the very top, kind of small, it says challenge problems. And they are challenge problems because you don't know how to do them yet.
Use substitution.
What?
Use substitution.
If you already went and tried to figure it out, sure, but we haven't learned it. So, don't, if you want to try some of the harder ones, go for it, but don't feel like you need to. 15 through 20, is that right? 15 through 20 was the only thing you need to finish up. You're going to integrate once to get to f prime, and then you figure out that c. And then you're going to integrate that equation to get to f, and then figure out that c. It's just kind of like two problems rolled into one.
Okay, so I would see if it was double
And you're only going to be able to do it if they give you numbers for both. They'll be obvious because it'll say f double prime to start with, and then it'll give you a number for f prime and a number for f.